Grandstand's SANFL match of the day is on Sunday between West Adelaide and the Eagles at the Richmond Oval. And Chris, earlier this season, 2 big wins for Westies over the Eagles. Would you think we're going to see the same?
Look, it's very hard to say at the moment, Neil. The Eagles seem to be really timing their run to perfection towards September. And as we saw last year, they peaked too late in the season and they found themselves out of petrol tickets by the time they got there. This year, they're starting to play a really good brand of football in the second half of the year in particular. Their contested work, it might be a little bit too much for West Adelaide, but then again, we know the Bloods, they've also lifted this last couple of years.
We also know the possibilities are, well, both sides will play in finals.
Yep.
They'll probably meet. So how much psychological damage can one side do to the other?
You would think that if the Eagles can get over the line in this one, that does start to sow a few seeds of doubt in the West Adelaide minds, particularly given that last year's grand final is still a fairly bitter memory down at Milner Road there for West Adelaide. They really do want to try and bounce back, and more than anything else, they want to try and really bounce back for Andrew Collins, of course, in the last year of his tenure.
You mentioned Andrew Collins. How important for him to finish on such a note? You know, he finished grand final runner-up, of course, last season. So how much importance can you place on the fact that Westies will be lifted by that?
Look, I think it's a really big factor for them. We know that he's turned the club around in 6 years from, let's be honest, a basket case now to a very competitive unit. Michael Godden, of course, he's a very proud coach over there at Oval Avenue also. So it's going to be a real battle of the coaches' boxes, and I guess to see how both playing groups lift for them, it's going to be a close one.
Will be a fascinating match. It's round 23 of the SANFL, the last round before the final start. It starts on Saturday afternoon. Glenelg taking on Port Adelaide, and that's a twilight game at 4:30 down at the Bay. Then Sunday, it's Westies against the Eagles. That's our match of the day, of course. Norwood taking on North Adelaide. That may have implications for the finals as well. Sturt against Centrals at Unley, and South Adelaide with the bye.